Nets. Welcome. Congratulations. From L.A. to Kansas to Boston, now to Brooklyn. You're covering all parts of the globe. You were very forthright with just the natural trepidation of change. This is something different. You spent all of your years in the NBA with the Boston Celtics, and now this is a reality for Brooklyn. For you, chemistry, that word, how early did you know that you, Kevin, and Ray had that chemistry?
You know, the one thing that we did once the trade happened, we communicated a lot. You know, I talked to Ray, I talked to Kevin every day, and we talked about sacrifice. We talked about leaving our egos at the door, doing what we need to do, because we were at the point in our career, I was in my 10th year, and, you know, I've been a number of all-star games. I made a lot of money throughout my career, but the one thing I didn't have was a championship. And I knew that in order for us to win and to make this work, that we had to do something different. We had to sacrifice and come together as a team. And I think we did that by communicating with one another, whether it was good or bad, and moving on from it. And that built the relationship up to where we were a close-knit team, to where we got off to a good start and ultimately won a championship.
So, Paul, when you take that same concept and you evaluate the Brooklyn Nets, the team that you've just arrived here to play for, when you look at the personnel, most of these guys are Darren Williams or Brook Lopez, albeit Lopez is a young kid still in this league. There's experience here. Do you think that meshing, that makes it a whole lot easier than having, say, 3 or 4 younger players who don't have the experience?
Well, without a doubt, because, you know, you don't have young guys coming in here saying I have to prove myself, I have to make a name for myself in the league, I have to get a big contract. If you look at the team and the guys and the stars that are already here, they have the big contract. They've made all-star teams, you know, and I think they want nothing more right now in their careers than to win a championship. You know, Joe is not getting any younger either. Darren, he's entering his prime, I believe, and I'm sure he wants to be recognized as one of the best point guards to ever play the game. And in order to do that, he has to play well and win a championship. And I really believe, you know, that's their motive and that's what they want to do, and that's what we're here to do, to help them do.
What was your feeling? I'm just curious, going back, say, about a year ago when the Nets come to Brooklyn, all the splash, they're getting a lot of publicity for a lot of different reasons. They have a good season. What's going through your mind as a Boston Celtic, not knowing that you're going to be here playing, but prior to that, last year, what are you thinking about Brooklyn? What were you anticipating? What was going through your mind in terms of what they were putting together here in Brooklyn?
Well, when I saw the development of Brook Lopez, I saw them re-sign Darren and they bring in Joe Johnson. That was a team I looked at and said, you know, this team is headed in the right direction. This is a team, this is an organization, this is an owner that wants to win a championship. You don't put these pieces together if you don't. And, you know, he built a new arena, brought the excitement, bringing in the players. You just said when I was on the outside looking in that this is an owner, this is an organization that wants to win a championship, and they're serious about it.
Was that the first time you met Mikhail Prokhorov, the little surprise pop-in visit?
Yeah, that was the first time. He's pretty tall, man.
Yeah, he played a little.
Did he used to play ball?
Yeah. No, but we have some video somewhere. For you, as you look at this situation, and you were, again, very honest about it, that, hey, this was a shock to the system because of all the time spent in Boston. It's a little unique, though, in that you're coming with Kevin and with Jason. So it's not you being sent somewhere and it's just you and all of a sudden you've got to mesh in. It's almost like these two entities have to mesh together. The fact that it is Kevin and it is Jason Terry coming with you to this situation, how does that change the scenario and the dynamic for you?
Well, for one, it doesn't leave me as the lone veteran on the team, as the oldest guy on the team. And
you're young. You're a young guy.
Yeah, I'm still a young guy, but you know, it makes the situation that much more comfortable when you've been playing with some guys and some guys that you know. But also, you know, Jason Kidd, with him being the head coach, me having a good relationship with him, talking to him on the phone, it just makes the transition that much easier. And I played with Joe. He was my rookie when he came into the league. Yeah. And I know Darren pretty well. You know, we share the same agent. We're respectful for one another on the court. So I think the transition is going to be really good.
Paul, you've had obviously a terrific career to this point. I'm not sensing, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're thinking that you're old and you're – now, the minute question is always a balancing act because most people would say, well, let him play 40, 42 minutes, and that just doesn't work over the course of a season. Right. But are you thinking that you want to have your minutes tailored back at this point in your career? Because I didn't see any letdown last year.
Well, with the way this team is tailored, I won't have to play big minutes. When you got guys like myself, Karolinko coming up off the bench, Andre Blatch. Joe Johnson can play between the 2 and the 3 and the 1. Also the same with Darren. There's no pressure on me to play 30, 35 minutes. There's enough talent on this team to where we could break up the minutes. Who knows? There may be a night where I'm on fire and he leave me out there and I'll play probably more minutes. But then, I think on most nights we're going to split the minutes up pretty good to where we can give a balanced attack.
That's good to hear, Ian. Ian and I like to get a little run once in a while.
2-hour commute? That's not going to happen. You're not going to have a 2-hour commute, Paul. We're going to find a place that's a little closer.
Well, I've been looking right now. I've been looking close in the area, trying to figure out where some of the other guys stay as compared to the arena, as compared to the practice facility. It's all trying to figure out right now, and that's why I'm here all week and all weekend to look.
Don't be intimidated by New York traffic. Don't. You just got to be aggressive.
I've lived in Los Angeles.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's pretty comparable.
Paul, congratulations. We wish you the best of luck. Next chapter of your career, and it's going to be an exciting one, no doubt.
I'm excited.